Hey guys, and welcome to episode 9 of the Derby Career Mode. In the start of this episode we do get a massive managerial offer, and it is for England, so I thought I'd accept it. I did ask on Twitter and a few of you did think it would be a nice thing because of course we've got Danny Ings and Will Hughes, players that both are pushing towards an England call-up at some point. So heading into just looking at the team, we have got a game against Denmark. It's an interesting one. Denmark have got some nice players like Eriksen of course, and there are loads but I can't remember off the top of my head. So heading into the game in the 30th minute of the match here, Walcott just fake shots the keeper, puts it into the back of the net and gets our very first goal for England. So if you want me to of course resign from this job, if you don't want to see like an international bit, I won't be playing international friendlies. I'll just be playing the tournaments and stuff like that and qualifiers. So I think it'd be really nice. And we head into the 33rd minute of the match here. A beautiful ball from Eriksen goes into the back post and West volleys it into the back of the net to make it 1-1. A really nice reply of course. And yeah, there are quite a few Denmark players. I just can't remember them off the top of my head at the moment. I've just gone completely blank. I think Fisher is one of them as well. Yeah, he's on the ball here, Krondelli, and it's not exactly the weakest team in the world. And we head into the 44th minute of the match here. I don't know what I was doing. I did like a fake shot with Joe because I didn't want to boot out for a throw-in. But then again, I probably would have taken the throw-in when we give away that goal to make it 2-1. So a little bit unfortunate, of course, but we head into the second half of the game here in the 68th minute of the match. Daniel Sturridge picks up the ball, puts it out wide to Raheem Sterling. Sterling eventually cuts inside with a nice Ronaldo chop, runs into the box, eventually gets into a dangerous area to put it into the back of the net. Really nice goal, and it's nice playing Sterling on the left-hand side. Of course, it means he can cut inside and do that kind of damage. Heading into the 84th minute of the match here, we need to get a win against Denmark. It's not exactly going to be the best to start, but unfortunately, Eriksen loses the ball. Rooney passes it forward to Defoe. Defoe gets the ball through for Daniel Sturridge, and then Daniel Sturridge gets it back to Defoe. That was a little bit lucky, I must say. 5 minutes left of the game to get the winner. We could have probably done that a lot more convincing, but then again, it's a brand new team, so I really need to find the best 11 and work on that. So, of course, we are second in the league, so maybe it would take a bit of attention away from me. Unfortunately, John Flanagan did get injured. I'm not too sure if he was playing in the under-21s or something. I don't know if it's even a thing on FIFA, of course. So, a bit of a shame, of course, but we have got Warnock, and of course, we do go top now. So, looking at a few of the things, we are currently top of the qualifiers, so that's always handy, and we have got our next game against Finland. I don't think I can name a single Finnish player. I think Teemu Tainio, the former Tottenham player, that's the only one I can remember, and he's probably retired now. So heading into the 30th minute of the match here, Emarenko, that's one player actually, he's like 79 rated, a decent player. And we head into the 30th minute, nice bit of passing play from Finland, eventually just walk it into the box. Joe Hart unfortunately couldn't keep out the second shot, and he makes it 1-0. Then we head into the 45th minute of the match. Ashley Young on the left hand side, cutting inside, eventually going past all them players, getting it into the back post. Walcott, fake shots into Rooney. Rooney gets the point, and yeah, we get a point against Finland. So that's not exactly the best thing in the world to be doing, because we should be able to win against them, but you never know, some things do happen in football, and of course they had a bit of an off day. So next game for the Derby Career Mode is going to be with Ipswich. Of course, leave your comment down below if you want me to carry on with England, or of course resign. I'll be more than happy to do either. I'm not really bothered, but at the same time it would be nice because of course the European Championships are next season. So heading into the next game, we got Ince and Bent up front, so a really strong attack, and we head to the 47th minute of the match here. Ipswich of course doing quite well in real life, but on the game I think they're about 7th in the table, which isn't too bad, but compared to real life they're doing a lot better, and Daryl Murphy does put it away there to make it 1-0 in the game. A good start for them, of course, just after the half-time whistle mark. And then we head into the 62nd minute, getting the ball out wide to Hunt. Hunt eventually controlling it quite nicely. Beautiful ball into the near post, and McGoldrick heads it in. So we've got about 30 minutes left of the game. What shall we do? Let's stick it on 4-2-4. A really good formation, I must say. It is a bit of a shame it's not on Ultimate Team, but at the same time, it would be really overpowered. It is one of the most overpowered formations, of course. We're going to be putting Darren Bent and of course Danny Ings up front. A lot of pace and a lot of quality, and I think we're bringing on a winger as well, Mr. Bennett out wide. So we've basically got like 4 strikers playing up there, because all of those players can play in strike. So we do head into the 65th minute of the match here, and it seems like this formation change just worked immediately, because Lingard gets the ball forward to Bennett, Bennett gets it into Ings, and then Ings eventually with his pace just walks. He's not walking, but he literally just walks straight through the middle, finesses around the keeper and makes it 2-1. So getting us back into the game for the last like 23 minutes, and then we head into the 89th minute of the match here. Going on the counter attack, Mr. Ryan shot and getting the ball through for Darren Bent. Darren Bent Not much stamina, but he could just about get through. Eventually gets through on goal, cuts inside, passes it across to Ince, and Ince puts it into the bottom left-hand corner. So I was more than happy with the point, especially when we're in the 90th minute, but we go on another attack here in the 90th minute, +5 or something. Darren Bent hits the ball out wide to Mason Bennett. Don't know why they've only got one defender. That's one thing I've really seen a lot. When you play the 4-2-4, for some reason the opposition plays all-out attack, and we of course get the win in the final moments with Mr. Ince. So it could be a really vital win, of course, because we are very close to the end. We're probably only 10 games away now, so this is actually the penultimate episode of this season. So looking at the table, we're at top. We've still got plenty of games left, plenty of points to pick up, and hopefully we can pick up as many as possible. So next game is against Wigan. Unfortunately, Hughes did get injured. It's only out for a couple of days or something. Nothing too major, of course. So just changing the team for the next game. Of course, we need quite a strong one, as Wigan are quite a good defensive team. So it is going to be quite a challenge. Of course, they are in the bottom 3 at the moment in real life. So in real life, it's probably not much of a challenge. But then again, I think we did actually lose our last game we did play against Wigan. So heading into the 20th minute of the match here, a beautiful ball straight up to Johnny Russell from Thorne into the near post, and I think that was Jesse Lingard with a nice cheeky goal to make it 1-0. So a good start there in the first 20 minutes, and then we head into the 37th minute of the match here. Wigan on the attack down the left hand side. Kim Jo-young getting the ball into McKay. McKay, beautiful back heel back into Kim Bo-young, and makes it 1-1. So that was actually a really nice, well worked goal. And then we head into the 45th minute of the match here, just before half time, getting the throw on the left hand side, crosses it into the box, and it's a header from Johnny Russell, and he seemed to do really well in this game. He got the assist, of course, and the goal, and that is how it does end. A bit of a stale second half, of course. In the rain, it's not as fluid as when it's in the clear. So yeah, at least we got the 3 points. That's always important. And we head into our next game against Blackburn Rovers, who have probably got the best strike force, I'm going to say, on FIFA, because they've got, in their championship, of course, they've got Rudy Gestede and Jordan Rhodes, both of them very good players and very clinical. So it'd be interesting to see, of course, if they did actually sell Jordan Rhodes in the January transfer window, maybe Rudy Gestede as well. So heading into the game, we go into the nice clear day in the Ipswich Stadium. Brown on the ball here, gets the ball into Will Hughes with a nice interception. Omar Mascarell with a fantastic through ball straight through for Thomas Ince to run onto. Eventually gets into the area to put into the back of the net. Really good start in the 30th minute of the match there. Of course, Thomas Ince again getting a goal, and I think it's about 17 in the league so far, and for a winger that's absolutely incredible. So heading into the 34th minute of the match here, unfortunately we do get the ball dispossessed, a poor pass from Darren Bent, and then Omar Mascarell is not quite as defensive as Thorne, so a little bit less cover in this game, and it kind of did show there, because they do make it 1-1 there with Luke Varney, a former Derby player. And then we head into the 37th minute of the match here. Alban Tozer couldn't quite get the first through ball through, but then he gets it through for Thomas Ince, and then a poor pass from Bradley Orr gets it to Darren Bent, 2-1. That is how this game really does escalate from this point on, because from that goal we go into the 73rd minute, last 15 minutes. I don't know if Blackburn were playing out all-out attack or something, but a mash-up field from Sese Wankambo gets it through for Bennett off the bench, of course, gets him a goal. It is nice as well, because I want to get him up to like a 66 maybe by the Premier League. I think he's about 64 at the moment, so if we can squeeze out another couple of overall, that'd be really nice and handy when he does get to the Prem, because they'll be a lot better and more usable. So heading into the 85th minute, Omar Mascarell, fantastic through ball for Johnny Russell, just walks around the keeper and makes it 4-1. So it just shows when you get into the last like 15 minutes, you can really get loads of goals in this game, and that is what we did in this one. Especially when we play Omar Mascarell, he seems to like just unlock loads of doors and get us loads of goals, and that is what he did in this game, of course. So we head into the 90th minute, another goal for us, of course. Johnny Russell just runs through, puts it across to Bennett, and he gets the second of the game. So it's really key for those youth players to be getting the game time and to be getting the goals so that they can develop quite nicely. So final game of this episode is going to be against Nottingham Forest. It's the biggest game of the season so far, because of course it is at home. We are top of the table, so another win would be really handy, and unfortunately a few players are a bit low on fitness, which is a bit of a shame. Danny Ings is not quite on full fitness, but we're going to put it to a clear day, because I don't want a rainy day, because a rainy day against Forest just means tons of injury. So heading into the game, of course, we are 3 points clear at the top of the table. Forest are 7th, so maybe they can get promoted as well with us, which would be kind of nice, but at the same time I prefer them if they just stayed in the Championship. I think it'd be a lot lighter for us, of course. So there's the lineup as well, which show up the Nottingham Forest lineup. I don't know if you guys want this little bit edited into where you do see the team lineup and stuff like that. So Heading into the 20th minute of the match, Johnny Russell on the left-hand side gets, was it a penalty or was it a free kick? It was really close, but the referee did actually give him a free kick in the end, and yeah, just give a booking to, I think, Burke or something, I'm not too sure who. We'll see in a second. It's Henry Lansby, of course, the centre mid. I would be tempted to sign him because he has got like a 79 potential. All we do with this free kick, pass it short to Johnny Russell, second touch, mashes it into the back of the net. So really nice goal from Johnny Russell. It's a good start of the game. First 20 minutes gets us away for the rest of the game, and hopefully we can get a few more goals. But unfortunately here, in the 39th minute of the match, you may just notice George Thorne has gone down injured. So of course we had to pause the game, sub him off, get another centre mid on. I think we've gone Bryson, maybe put Hendrick at CDM or something like that. So it is a real big shame because he's actually going to be out for a month. So that's actually quite long. It does actually see us out till the end of the season, I believe. Maybe you'll get a couple of games. So heading into the 48th minute of the match here, Hughes picks up the ball, goes forwards. Lansbury with a really strong tackle injures Hughes. There's another injury, and he's going to be out for another month as well. So 2 players out in one game against Forest. It is a kind of an annoying thing, of course, because those players have been so vital so far in this career mode, but nevertheless, it kind of gives a chance for the other players to get into the team up. And yeah, if you did enjoy this episode, it'd be fantastic if we could get over 15 likes. Subscribe if you're on this channel, and see you soon. Bye.